Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. How's your day going? I hope it's going well. For today, I have my snacks on deck. My chocolate covered rice cakes, heaven, by the way. A great snack to munch on. And then of course, Perrier. I do like the grapefruit one. The watermelon one is really good too. For today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a first impression on this exciting collection from Kaleidos. This is right here. It's called the Fresh Fantasy Collection. So this is like the coolest packaging ever. They always go all out with their PR packages. So yeah, they went ahead and sent this over to me. This whole collection is available on Kaleidos' website for pre-order. I'll have a link down below in the description box if you guys want to pick up anything for yourselves. I do believe that you can purchase the little suitcase as well, which I think is just so fun. This is basically a tin, really cute suitcase. You open it up just like that, and then all of the goodies are situated in there beautifully. So there are 5 products that are part of this collection. We have 2 gorgeous eyeshadow palettes which retail for $24 each. We'll get into that in a second. They also released these really cute contouring compacts which retail for 18 bucks each. So we have light, medium, and deep. And then they also released this Lucid lip gloss that retails for $16, and this is in the shade Dramatize. It's a really pretty like goldeny red color. For my makeup today, I pretty much just did my base. I wanted to use one of these contouring little compacts. I also pulled out one of their blushes from their like previous collection, as well as one of their highlighters. You can kind of see what we're working with here. First up, we have the Charisma Contour Palette in Light. Here's what the outer packaging looks like, the box. I also did want to mention that these products are cruelty-free and vegan, which I think is amazing. So you pretty much open it up just like that. So cute. Here's what the actual compact looks like. And then here you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. We get a light cream setting shade, a contouring shade, and then a bronzing shade. This compact also comes with a mirror. Next up, here's the medium Charisma compact. And here's what the packaging of the actual compact looks like. So pretty much the same as the box. And then of course with this one as well, we get a setting shade, a bronzing shade, and then a contouring shade. And then lastly, we have the Charisma Deep Compact. The picture on this is actually a little bit different than the picture on the box, now that I'm thinking about it. And then here's what this compact looks like. So we get a cream setting shade, a contouring shade, and then a bronzing shade as well. Okay, and then here you guys can see what they look like side to side, just for reference. So the one on my left, this one right here, I guess it's your right. That one is light, the middle one is medium, and then the one on my right is deep. So we have light, medium, and deep here. I like that they created 3 different compacts for different skin tones. So depending on what skin tone you are, you can choose a light, medium, or deep one. You don't have to buy one and kind of hope for all the shades to kind of work, you know what I mean? So I think it's genius that they did that. They swatched amazingly, you guys. So they were with 1 swipe swatches. Usually I do 2 swipe swatches, but they were with 1 swipe swatches each. Very, very soft, very creamy. Has a slight, maybe a slight kick up to it, but just really nice and smooth. I'm very impressed with how they feel and how they perform on the hand. I'm gonna apply some on my face now because I didn't do like bronzer, blush, and all of that. I think I'm gonna use the medium compact. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the JH02 brush. This is typically the brush I like to use for bronzing. I don't necessarily contour often, so I'm just gonna bronze today basically. And this is how I like to work it usually. Start from the ear and then go downwards. It's very nice. It has a nice warmness to it, and it's not too overdone. I like it. I think it's blending out nicely. You know me with my hands, always like over. It's like I can't go like this. It has to be like this. I think it blends it out amazingly. It seems like it picks up really easily on the brush. It's like a no fuss kind of thing. I like it so far. I'm gonna just bake a little bit because I feel like it really just kind of chisels out my face when I do this. So I'm just doing this with the Tarte loose powder on my lip scratches. Sometimes I get lazy to scratch my lip, you know what I'm saying? While this sits a little bit, I'm gonna go in with their Lo-Fi blush. I love these. This is the Lo-Fi Peach Blush. And here you guys can see what it looks like. So stunning. I'm gonna use this on a smooth JH06 brush. I will say, I think that I want to say that the quality of their blushes and the bronzers, just from like the first impressions with the bronzers, it seems like they're kind of made in the same way-ish, meaning like they both have that same soft-ish kind of feel. Ish. Really love this color. It's so pretty. I like it does a little bit on my nose. Yeah, it also really lasts a long time on. It's like a beautiful mauve tone peachy. For highlight, I'm going to go with the Diamond Dasher highlighter. Here is what this looks like. It's beautiful. It's like a goldeny pink in a way. You know what I mean? It does have a little piecey feel to it, I'm not going to lie. But it looks really pretty on the skin. So I'm just going to take this on like a brush I purchased from Target. Purchased this brush at least 4 years ago, I want to say. I'm like this. There's no mirror on these guys. But there are mirrors, like I mentioned, on the contouring and bronzing compacts. So here you guys can see what it looks like. It has like a white base to it, but it also kind of shifts pink as well. I don't know if you guys can see, but hopefully you could. It's really pretty on the skin. I don't feel like it necessarily emphasizes. You could go pretty heavy-handed pretty quickly, so just have it in mind. Yeah, it looks good. You know what I'm saying? Also, I have to say, whoa, okay, that was a bit much. This eye is twitching, so I called my sister for the past like 2 days. Like it's like moving like that. It's kind of like annoying. It's scary. So I called my sister. I'm like, no, like my eye is twitching, and she was like, it's probably stress. She's like, I also used to have it. Just don't pay attention to it. It's gonna go away. I'm like, okay. Very stressful. I really like how the face is looking. I did wipe off my bake. Now let me share with you guys the two gorgeous palettes. These are beautiful. First of all, the packaging, just yum. So we have the Lunar Lavender palette here, and then this one right here is Sashimi City. I think that's how you pronounce it. So with these as well, you open it up like that, and then the palettes on the inside, definitely a vibe with these. So all of their palettes are packaged like this, so if you have like a few of them, they're really cute to kind of stack up and all of that. So adorable. And then once you open it up, it's magnetic. It has that, like the strongest magnet ever, I'm telling you. You open it up, and then here are what the shades look like in this one. There's no names on the actual palette, but then you have this little like plastic thingy here with the names. This is so pretty. It's like a purple dream. So here's a close-up of Lunar Lavender. I love the tones. Then moving on to this palette right here, which again I think is called Sashimi City. Opens up like that as well, and this one also just has that whole vibe going for it. Look at this, so cool. This is really cool. Honestly, like you can look at this for days. And then with this one, here is what it looks like. So this is also as gorgeous, but definitely more neutral. Here's what this one looks like up close, and with this one we get 2 metallics and 4 mattes. I feel like it's pretty hard to choose which palette I want to use because I feel like they're both equally as gorgeous, but I think I'm going to use the Lunar Lavender one just because I'm feeling like a purple vibe at the moment. Let me give you guys swatches, and then we'll start with the eye look. These are with 2 swipe swatches each, as you guys saw. Super nice, super creamy, pigmented, just everything you want in a palette. Wow, I can't wait to throw this on my eyes, honestly. This tones, the shades, everything very, very pretty. And I like the fact that each palette has mattes and metallics. You know, a decent amount of mattes and a decent amount of metallics, not like too much of anything. It's just, it seems perfection. So let's get started with Lunar Lavender. I ended up putting my hair up. It's too hot in here. I don't have to explain myself. You guys know me already. Hopping into this palette right here, I'm going to go in firstly with, I think I'm going to just use this shade right over here first. This like deep cool tone brown. Very pretty. But actually, I'm going to set my lids first with the MAC just powder all over. I just like to have like a clear base to work with, and then take it from there. You guys can see there on the brush, it picks up pretty nicely. This right here is the JH30 by Morphe. So with this one, you guys know my technique already. I'm gonna focus it on the outer part of the eye and then kind of sweep it inwards very lightly. And also, like, my hand is towards the end of the brush. I find that when it's like this, I put much more pressure and then it comes out much more messier. So I just leave it over here and then I blend. That's my new word. Then I think I'm gonna go in with this purple right over here to kind of deepen up things just a little bit. I do want to have a purple vibe going, so that's why I want to throw this in there, because for now it's more like mauve tone brownish shade. And with this, I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M441 brush. Purple shade is so stunning, so pretty. I'm gonna go in with this shade next. It's the deepest of the bunch, and I'm gonna work it in kind of the same areas, but as you guys see, as I add more color, I kind of go slightly lower so I could still see some form of a transition going on. With that, we are thinking what brush we're gonna use. I think I'm just gonna use the same brush, the M441 from Morphe. Just wipe it off. Actually, I do have this Ofra makeup fixer to basically spray, and then it's supposed to take away all of the color. That's pretty much it after I blended out the deepest shade. I think we lost a lot, not a little, a lot of the purple. So I'm gonna go back in with this on the JH30 a little bit and just kind of sweep it, one second, on top so purple vibes can be peeking through. Better, much better. That's from the Princess Diaries, right? Yeah, when Mia got her haircut, and you know what I'm saying. And that's also when he broke her glasses, right? For the lids, I'm gonna go on with this gorgeous shade right here. It's like a bluish purple, stunning, really, really, really nice. It has like a duochrome vibe to it. That's also a really nice color. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use the deeper one for the lids. So of course, I'm gonna put on the inner third of the eye and then blend outwards. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the lids. Really pretty. I went a bit high with the shade over here. I think I'm also going to use the lighter shade as well, just to kind of connect like the mattes and the metallic, and there's more of like a transition as opposed to it being like metallic and then matte, you know. It's like boom boom. I want it to be like boom. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and pretty much just dot it in the middle of the eye, and I feel like it'll probably blend out much nicer into the mattes. Yeah, I think it looks better. And then I'm just gonna take the brush and kind of clean swipe and go. For the lower lash line, I'm going to do a combination of the purple and then the deepest shade in the palette, that really nice brown. And I'm also going to use the E32 from Sigma. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put on liner, mascara, and lashes, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyes. Now for lips, I'm gonna be using the Kokie lip liner in a Dusty Rose. I figured it would be perfect because it's like a Dusty Rosy kind of shade, you know? And then I'm gonna be using their newest gloss on top, like I mentioned before, in Dramatize. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the look. Here is what the gloss looks like swatched. It has a nice amount of pigmentation to it. I feel like it pairs really well with this lip liner, but I think it's a type to also look really good on its own, and it's pretty comfortable too. So I really do like how the look came out. It's kind of giving me like the Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet vibes. You know, I feel like I did a very similar look to this one. This face compact, based on using it the first time, seemed like it worked out well. It's very thin in consistency, blended out pretty nicely, fast, easy, go-to kind of thing. I feel like it would probably be one that I would gravitate towards a lot. I still have to use this shade, so I'll probably use it at a different time, like when I do my makeup again. As for the eyeshadow palettes, I feel like they both swatch really, really nicely, and they are both gorgeous. Like from the inside to the packaging, stunning vibes 101. I will say that this is not... Here's what this palette looks like. I will say this wasn't the easiest look for me to create. I did have a little bit of difficulty like to kind of build up and to have the color actually stay on the lid nicely. Colors are super saturated and very, very pigmented, but I also kind of feel like since they're so thin in consistency, they really just don't build up so well on top of each other. I felt like when I put the deepest shade, it kind of just meshed in with the other ones, and it didn't look neat in a way. Do you know what I mean? It looked a little bit messy for my liking. I did like how the lid shade applied. I feel like maybe next time I'd probably like to do a little bit of a cut crease so it can kind of adhere better on that, even though without that it actually applied pretty nicely. But I feel like it'll probably work out really well, even better if I do a cut crease and it has like a little bit of a stickier base to work with. I had to bring this back here because it's the cutest thing ever. But that's pretty much it in regards to my first impression on the Kaleidos Fresh Fantasy Collection. So far I do like the products. I'm not fully obsessed. I'm not gonna be like, yes, I'm in love. So I definitely need to play around with it a little bit more to see what the vibe is like. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys posted. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this collection. Let me know if you're gonna pick it up for yourself, if you're gonna skip out on it. What are you feeling? How did you think this eye look came out? I would love to know, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.